Hello and welcome to another update video about optimism. I think it's time to talk about optimism. Yeah, people started to talk about it in our membership, and I looked at the chart and was like, oh yeah, it's woken up now. The chart was in a very long sideways range, boring price action. Remember, we covered it a lot earlier in the year, or early in the year, but then it was quite reliable, actually. It gave us quite a bit of a degree of, I don't want to say certainty, but there were quite a lot of levels that were triggered fib levels. But I think it was when it came down here that I warned and said, look, this is now turning into a bit of an unreliable mess. So I didn't really cover it anymore because, you know, first of all, you see why. Yeah, because for half a year, really, it hasn't really done much. Now we have a little bit of clarity where it wants to go, so it makes things a little bit easier. It's still a somewhat difficult chart in terms of being reliable due to the three-wave rally in the beginning. That's never good, but for now, it seems to move up in a fairly strong move here to the upside. Probably an impulse in this C-wave. So let's talk about the scenario. I've got two scenarios I'm observing here. They just lead to slightly different target levels. So in the scenario I have on the chart, we have this as an A wave, a three-wave move up. It really can only be that. Three waves up in an A wave. Then this was a B wave down, and we probably start the wave C. If this is the correct wave count, then the first main target, the first main level to watch, is the $7.31 level. It's the 100% extension level of the A wave. And that's basically a key target for wave C. And we might be sort of halfway through wave C, the way this looks. And that could, of course, extend, you know, the C wave. This is really only the first reliable level to watch for wave C. There's no guarantee to get there. There's never guarantees in these markets. But, you know, the one-to-one ratio usually acts as a bit of a magnet for a C wave. The level above that is $12.04, and then $16.32 would be sort of the next levels. Oops. And within this C wave, obviously we're dealing with a 5-wave pattern. And we've got here wave 1, which was probably a leading diagonal in wave 1 of C. Wave 2 pullback, and this seems like wave 3 in the making. Wave 3 itself, I mean, again, ideal targets sort of typically around here, the 1.38, 1.618. We're there now, but it doesn't look like it's finished. So I wouldn't rule out that it extends directly higher to around about 485, but it requires a break above the all-time high at around about $3.30. So that could give it then that boost to actually get directly to the next fib extension level. Even though I should really add the 1.786 level as well. It's not such a relevant one, but it is one that is still on the fib ladder. That's at $4.16 and then $4.85. I see all of these as still possible targets for the third wave. At some point, if it gives us a 4 and a 5, then I have a larger ABC structure, A, B, C. This is one scenario. You might ask, okay, what is the support level? Well, always depends on, I mean, the first support I see is the 50% retracement of the last bid, and that's at $2.55. That's really short-term support. That's already quite far away from where the price is now due to these extensions. I mean, 28% today. Another scenario would be that we say, okay, wave A finished here, and then we had an A, B, C, D, E triangle, actually the B wave here, and then this shifts the entire micro count. To be honest, it will make the micro count a little bit ambiguous. Yeah, it could be that it's difficult. Oops. So it's a bit difficult to say where we started then. So probably here. See, this probably would have to be wave 1 with a very shallow wave 2. Okay, and then it would also mean we are now in a third. Yeah, it's just a slightly different. It might extend a little higher than in the wave 3 itself, but funny enough, the C wave wouldn't necessarily extend that much. In the end, they are very similar. Sorry, I just need to go back to the daily. In the end, they are very similar scenarios. Let's adjust the wave count or the C wave target based on that. Or maybe it doesn't make a great difference, to be honest. So here the 100% extension level is at $6.60. So it doesn't really make much difference. I like the previous count more, yeah, because this here is based on the assumption of a running triangle, and then I don't like this bit. So I will adjust it back after the video to the previous count. I just want to show you this one. There's another count possible, and the 100% extension level is just a little bit lower. And here I also don't like the way this move up is structured. So it feels better with this as a 1-2 setup in the third wave now. I'll keep you updated, but the levels should be clear. Even micro support should be clear. So hopefully you like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.